Hey guys, it's Tajane and the one, the only, everybody's favorite. And in today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions about college. This is my college Q&A. So if you're inspired to go back to school, or if you're feeling like you want to go back to school, or you just want to go to school, I could, answer some of the questions that I have here that I feel like people may have for me, to help you guys out in your process, and hopefully it's easier for you. Because I swear everything in his life be like extra hard for me. Like, let's get into it though. So, first things first, what school do you attend? By the way, before we even get to this, subscribe to my channel and like my video because it helps me and people see this video too. Yeah, let's get into it. What school do you attend? So I attend Kean University. It's a public university in Union, New Jersey. How was your application process? It was very long. It was literally all summer, like in and out of summer. Like I tried my best to balance checking in on my things and trying to enjoy my time. So I'm gonna just go through the list. My process is gonna be different for everybody else's because I already have college credits. So I'm not starting from scratch. I'm not a freshman. Not that anything is wrong with that, but it's just actually that's the most easiest to go in when you're a freshman because you don't have all the complicated things. You don't gotta get transcripts. You don't gotta do nothing, but just apply. Um, but mine was a little different, so I'm gonna go into like my little college history a little bit and be very transparent about this, especially for like my dropouts or people who, like I said, you probably got some credits too and you're wondering like, girl, how you get back in and what inspired you and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So my application process. So I graduated from Bard. It's a high school early college in Newark, and I had 60 credits, 60 or 66 credits. I'm not sure the exact number, because the program offered a associate's degree. So I have my associate's degree. So any college after I graduated, it would be transferred anyway. So I was supposed to go to LIU Brooklyn in fall of 2017 as an arts major. They fucked my financial aid up and I couldn't go. Long story short, I'm not gonna get into all the details, but I wasn't able to get financial aid, and I was very dependent on that, so I wasn't able to attend. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna work this fall. I went and worked at Cornbread and in the fall, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go to Kean in the spring of 2018. And when I came to Kean, I was very undecided. I did not know, still didn't know what I wanted to do. And my college process was very by myself. Like, unfortunately, like my sister, she did go to college and she graduated, but yeah, no, I didn't really, and not to say that like nobody helped me, but like nobody really, I really figured it out and was just doing stuff by myself. And that's something I had to outgrow with just being such an independent personality. Like, ask for help and ask for support to make sure you have your things in order, because there was classes that I was taking that semester that I didn't even need to take, and there was more financial aid I could have gotten if I really like paid attention to what I needed to do and to apply for. But yeah, basically, 20 spring 2018. So my sister graduates that year, 2018. So we moved. We were in New Jersey, so we moved back to. We moved to Alabama with my family because they decided, to relocate down south. And my heart was really broken because I was like, oh my God, I still want to go to Kean. But girl, you was not going to classes anyway. Like, y'all, when I say like, I really like flunked out. Like, I was not going to class. I was not, like, I was there, but I was not there. Like, I'm gonna get into that with the other experiences. I was there, but I was not there. Like, I just was like, back then, it was like an escape to me. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'm going to use college so that I can go away and get away from my family, which was horrible to think about, but that was the honest truth. Like, I was just like, I just went to somewhere else to go. I, I was not focused on the studies. I was not passionate about or driven towards anything. So I just was not going to class. And you can't do that when you're in college because number one, you're wasting money. And number two, like, you're wasting your own time. Like, so yeah, that was Kean 2018. I was undecided. I mean, I was going to class, but I really wasn't, like, I was not on top of my stuff. Then my mom, she was like, you should go to South Alabama. So my South Alabama heads, this is where y'all know me from and where I pop up. The University of South Alabama. I enrolled spring 2019 in spring semester, and I did theater because I was like, all right, I really do want, I do really like acting, and I do really want to do this. But I just was not resonating. I wasn't in alignment with it. And then, like, this was around the pandemic time. Like, we're nearing that time. So spring semester, I'm like, okay, I'm over this. Like, I don't want to do, I'm not really feeling they're there to come. Like, I just was not connected to it. I was just like, I'm going to change to, like, something else and something more, I guess, serious, right? Mind you, I'm still, like, not passionate, not driven about school, not yet. So that was, yeah, spring 2019, and then summer 2019, and then I'm rushing. So that was another mistake. I'm like, what's the quickest way I could just get done with this? So I picked up classes in spring, and then I did classes in the summer. And that's around the time of the pandemic, and we couldn't even go on campus. And then, like, things just fell off. I was having so many anxiety attacks. Like, I just was in a very unhealthy space during that time, finding myself and mentally. And ironically, the outlet I found with that was my spirituality and pursuing my own business. So after 2019 to now, has been me running my own business, my spiritual advising, tarot reading services, selling products, tote bags, journals, sage, having my own website, also applying for jobs and trying to be normal, but I just didn't have luck with that. I don't know. Like, I would go to castings, and I would go to I would connect with people and talk to people like, hey, I would, ask and go in person like, hey, I'm really interested in the position here. And, like, that just was not cutting it. But I guess I just wasn't cutting it. It was just like, no. But I know divinely, it just was not meant for me. That time was a lot of, like, molding my personality and growing to be more confident and assertive and loving myself. Because I'm like, I don't even resonate with that being, like, boy crazy. Like, yeah, I had little crushes and stuff, but, like, I wasn't chasing. I just did not know what I wanted to do. And I feel like tarot and reading fell into my lap, like, do this right now. And I did, and just kept building with it. And yeah. So now, I don't want this to be too much of a long video, but I did have to explain, like, my application process, right? So yeah, then now I'm Kean 2025 fall semester criminal justice. So the application process, let me just briefly go through this. In May, basically, I would be here and I was, like, on the computer, like, I would do my work here and stuff like that, or reading sometimes. Because I like, when you have your own business, you can move around, you can do anything. And what I connected to the most, especially in just trying times, was different college campuses. Not even just this one, but, like, anyone that I could get access to and just do my work on. So, but they had emailed me in May. They emailed me to re-enroll for free, and I just filled it out. I was like, shit, I should do this. Like, I should. It felt like right. Um, and then I had to order transcripts. That's about like under $20. I think it's like 11. I'm not specific on it, but it's not expensive. But you will have to order your transcripts from other schools if you are trying to get back in. And then I had to fight to transfer credits because it was not. So the thing about transferring credits is the transfer equivalence. So it has to match their programs. And unfortunately, a lot of, I think about like 40, I think it's 49 transfer, but not the whole 60. But I was like emailing them, and like I went to my syllabi, and I had to get it and email them to show them like, look at the syllabus, so I can like show that this is equivalent to the course that you have. So you should do that as well, because you don't want to end up taking classes again that you already took. Like, so make sure you do that. And then you do have to, even if you didn't go to class or you flunked out, whatever, they still want to see that transcript. They still want to know what you're working with, where you coming from, all that. Like, you have to. Then, I mean, if you, I wouldn't give them a school transcript that there's nothing to show for at all. Like, but if you completed some classes, try to get that in there. And then in June, I filled out the FAFSA. So I went from being a dependent student, which means you have caretakers or guardians that are taking care of you, versus independent student, which means you're taking care of yourself. Yeah, so I had to fill out it for an independent student. It was a very easy process. I just felt like going FAFSA and fill it out. And then in August is when I received a letter about loan delinquency. And basically what that is if you already have outstanding loan balances with your provider, so say you went to school, you took out loans already, and you did not pay them people back yet, you just go ahead and you go into your NailNet. I don't know if it's the same thing for everybody, but you go into there and basically you go to defer loans. And so you want to make a loan deferment. This is basically delaying the payments while you're in school. So then you have to fill out a form. You got to print out a form and give it go to the office of registrar at your school so they can fill it out to just confirm that you're a student there and you applied and you got accepted. And that's another thing. I had to wait till I got accepted for about, I think it was in June where I knew. Yeah, I think I got my acceptance letter in like June. And then, yeah, you go to the office to register and fill that out. Because if you don't, they're like, say if you do receive financial aid, you're not going to be eligible if you don't fill that out. Like, you want to make sure that you fill that out. And then my financial aid was pending up until the 4th of this month. So my process was long. It was a bit of a headache. I did step away and I was just like, God, if this is for me, then it's going to go through, because I'm not pushing anymore. Like, I'm calling people, I'm going down to the office, my foot is on the gas, and it's only so much that I could do. Like, I'm going to just be patient and wait until this kind of like processes, because financially is really important. Because if not, they'll deregister your classes. You won't be able to go to class. You won't be able to know what you need to get. You won't be able to buy books. You won't be able to do nothing if you don't have that, and if you depend on it. So for the fact that I finally got my package on the 4th, now I'm like, I'm not scrambling. I just bought my books today, and I bought my books today, and I'm still waiting on NJ to it. I don't. As someone told me that you don't get that grant until like October. Um, so yeah. Why Kean? So the roots that I have with this school. So I've went to the school already in 2018 and got a familiar setting with it already. Um, and then the realignment. So basically, what happened was I was just singing and I was connecting with my friends of a friend, and we all became friends. And they attend this school. So it was like, you know what? They have I was like, I really want somewhere where, that's quiet, where I could do my work and where I could practice singing. And she was like, just come over to Kean. I was like, wow, I used to go there. So that was in January. So I basically shadowed all of spring semester here. Like I was here like I was an actual student. Like I was here not almost every day. Almost every day, just like doing my entrepreneur work. So, and then singing in the theater. And yeah, I was just like, I'm here. And then once I got that email to re-enroll, I was just like, yeah, so like I might as like I feel in alignment with this. It's a definitely an intuitive thing. It's a feeling. Did I apply to other schools? Did I get accepted? You know, I did apply to NJIT. I did want to just like expand my palette a little bit because I was like, I don't really know if Kean is gonna accept me back because I didn't do too well. I didn't perform too well the first time. So I did not think that they would. So I was like, let me have a backup. And that's one thing that I didn't make sure I did the first time. Like, I literally just, I mean, I did apply to other school, but I was so pent on and focused in on one school that when that didn't work out, I was asked out. And I highly don't recommend that. At least have your top three, top two, just so that you have a little room. But I did apply to NJIT. Um, they specialize more in computer science. I would have been open minded to it, but I didn't really want to go there. Not for real. And then I was gonna do Rutgers because I spent a lot of time on their campus as well, and I use their law library. I spent a lot of time in their law library, um, which is also an influence. Just being around those books and just picking them up and being like, let me go ahead and read this. Like, so I did apply to other schools, but I knew that I wanted to come back to Kean. Like, it was my major. So my major is criminal justice. I'm um, enrolling to obtain my bachelor's, and eventually um, I'll head off to law school because I do want to be a civil rights attorney. Like, oh. But why criminal justice? So I have a personal experience, just my personal experiences with the law, and I'm passionate about justice. I'm passionate about equality. I'm passionate about educating community about the law, and just making sure that we know the things that we need to know, and that I can be an advocate with those credentials, that as well. Um, and yeah, I'm just kind of thinking like I don't want to run off immediately to law school if I don't have to, like, because you guys know I'm very passionate about being a performer and singing and acting and modeling. So that's something that I'm I have a really strong force for, but I know that I need to get this done right now. Like, I'm just trusting for my astro heads. I have um, Sun in the 10th house, Cancer in the 10th house. So I do move very intuitively and feeling with my career. So yeah, what's my schedule like? So I am a full-time student. I have 12 credits. I have 5 classes. So yeah, I'm a transfer student, considered a junior right now. I still have just like a couple of classes that I need to like that are just requirements. More than likely next semester is when I'll be diving into like my degree. But yeah, I have computer science right now, dance ballroom, health, sociology, and GE transfer, which is basically like a 1 credit class where it's some bullshit, but it's to help you kind of like get acquainted and into the schools or whatever. Cause I'm doing that anyway. Like y'all, this time around, like I am so involved. Like I just came from my building, actually, the Hines Hall. So that's where criminal justice suite is, in those classes. And I just was like, I'm coming to meet, I want to see what announcements they have up. And I got to talk to someone who is a criminal justice major, and she's in her senior year. So she was able to really, talk to me about a couple of things and let me know about professors and all of that. I just came from that's the next question. What are my clubs and organizations I'm interested in or involved? I just came from a meeting from the Kean Theater Council, and they it's basically just announcing everything that's going on. They have a cabaret that they have auditions for really soon, and guess what you need? A 1 minute video of you singing. And what have I already been doing? So that's really interesting, because I really, like I said, and that's also why I'm taking the dance ballroom class, because I'm like, I know this is gonna come in handy. I know I'm gonna need it. And I was like, what's another 1 credit? I had to balance it out. I was like, I need another 1 credit class. So the dance ballroom, I'm learning right now how to waltz and mamba, I think it is. I better know by tomorrow. I have that class tomorrow, and I need to get these shoes for it. Um, I don't have to, but no, I think he did say it's a requirement. Let me not get to lying. Um, what else is going on? Oh, and I was invited to Mos 25 by my cousin. So he is a part of the NOI. It's just the Nation of Islam. And that's something that runs very deep in my family. My grandfather, not the NOI, but just following the Nation of Islam, and Master Farad Muhammad and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and I was about to say Muhammad Ali, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's something that I was always instilled with since I was a baby girl. Like my dad was always, letting us know about life and those stories and what's really going on in the world. So I was always around that, and him being a part of that, I'm so proud of him. And he just invited me, and those meetings are on Sundays. I believe they have a study on Fridays and Saturdays. I also do have Saturday classes. Today was the last day to drop classes, but y'all, I was like, I'm gonna keep my classes. I know that sounds crazy, like why you have a class on Saturday, but it's Saturn day. Like I know astrology. That's why I know astrology, and I know my intuition. So the way I schedule things it's going to make sense to me and to my best ability. Um, so yeah, I'm not trying to fill my schedule up by any means. I still have Tuesdays and Fridays open, and those days are pretty much reserved for like maybe if I'm blogging, editing a vlog, rest, rejuvenating. I don't want to, like I said, fill my schedule up just because it's space there. Like that space is to relax. Everything is very new to me, right? I'm going from this independent entrepreneur to this dependent, and I'm connecting with people and talking to people every day and touching their hands in the dance class, and I'm just like no personal feelings. It's just like someone with sensitive. I'm an empath, so I take spiritual hygiene very seriously, so I'm just making sure not to fill it up too much. My activities are swimming. I still solo practice singing. and bonding with family, whatever we're doing, if it's a movie night, if it's just playing a game together. I like to just put my phone away and things away and just be present. And then I vlog. So, vlogging, I still take pictures of myself and all of that stuff. My work. So, right now, I have a backstage membership because somebody gave me a really nice gift on my birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna go invest this money. And I remember I was like, let me just get a year membership of this shit and see what it do. So voice acting, modeling, and acting. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for just like roles and applying and doing self tapes I have to record. I'm not gonna do it today, probably Friday. And I'd still do tarot readings, so I won't be, of course, doing them as much as I was like where it was more open. Now it's probably gonna be like one client a week because I can't take on that amount of energy that I used to. And then last but not least, what's the difference between then and now with school for me? Back then, I was timid. I was still shy. I still didn't understand life or what I wanted or anything. But now, with my growth through being an entrepreneur, like I don't think people understand being an entrepreneur teaches you so much self-love, so much self-confidence, and so much belief in yourself. I also dealt with like very harsh life lessons, and like learning people and learning love and learning life and learning stability and learning community. So I'm a different person coming in. Like I'm not like in the back of the class and quiet. Like I'm at the front and I'm in your face and you're gonna know who I am and I'm gonna ask you a question. It's like no, but I am very I'm very, very assertive now. I'm very, very confident. And I'm very sure. Like nobody could shake my belief in myself or what I'm pursuing. Like nobody's gonna be like, yeah, you're pursuing this. And not to say that they did that before, but I see that happen where it's like people are so they're just not strong minded to where they could stand on what they want to do. Nobody would sway me. I be swaying me. Like I'll be like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, no, we not being indecisive. This is the fun. I can confidently say I'm so decisive right now, like in my life. Like I know what I want. I know who I am. I know what I have to do. I know what I love, and I know my efforts to building and helping and pouring into my community. And it's not just wellness and spirituality, but it's going to be with law too. Okay, both of them. So yeah, I'm just much more confident now. Yeah, and my goals, I do just to take it easy on myself because this is new to me. Like I said, it's been a kind of in and out thing with like, oh, fall didn't work, spring, summer, and then no school. Like I have not experienced college on a basis of like semester. So I really want to go ahead and just graduate and get my degree. I do want to get all A's. I want to over excel because I don't know, like I feel competitive against me and just showing myself like you can do this. Like you can go back and you can do it. You could stay consistent and you got this. Like I really have something to prove to me. This ain't about nobody else. I'm not worried about making nobody proud. I'm trying to make myself proud. I'm trying to get what I need to done, my mission in this life, and that's what it's about for me. But yeah, and if you're interested in going back, I highly recommend it. Like time is going to pass by anyway. You might as well start building on something that you're passionate about or you want to pursue. Like just have it. Because I'm not gonna say like, because it's not for everybody. It really is not. Like if you don't have to, but for what I'm trying to achieve, I need the degree. Like law, I say that the STEM in law is really in computer science. Even is that, I don't know. Let me not speak too much now. I don't really know too much about computer science, but I think you do need a degree, whatever the case. Let's not get off track. It's just certain professions where you need them credentials. You do, but it's not. I'm not in it for money hungriness. I'm not in it for, oh, this is important and I'm gonna be a lawyer. Like, no, it's everything I'm doing right now is spiritually driven. Everything is within its time, and I feel good about it. Like, I feel good, but I do feel like, whoa, like my world definitely shook up this week because I was like, wow, like I'm in a class with all these people. Like, this is me going from to myself and my own little business world to I'm around all these people all the time. So it's definitely a transition. But I got it. It's nothing that I can't tackle. That's something I learned too in my own personal trials throughout the years that I was not in school. Like, just knowing that if I could get through life and I could get through this hurdle and I could do that, I could do this. Like, it ain't nothing. But I'm Aggie. So right now what I'm about to do is catch up to my assignments because I did not get to go to class last week because of financial aid, but I ain't crying to nobody. Let's get it. Let's catch up. It's only like some questions. I gotta answer like 1 or 2 questions on Canva, and I'm gonna get that done because it's due Thursday, but I seen it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I ain't even gonna wait. And today is Tuesday, so I didn't have any classes, but I still came to campus because I was like, I'm not about to sit up there and lie and be like, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna come to the meeting and not come. Like, I was like, I'm gonna come to that meeting. And I did. And just, having somewhere to be focused and within. Because that's another thing, too. That's something I left out. Why Kean and why. Every time I would come on the campus and get my work done, I would always be into it. I would get my work done effortlessly, and I would come up with new ideas and marketing strategies. Like, this campus spiritually does something to me where the light bulb is on. The light bulb is on. It's on here. I don't know about any other camp, and I go to different college campuses. I do, but this one the most really gets me and like locked in. This is completed. This is done. Oh, I got a new idea. This is another strategy. Like, it's really insane. Like, I really still have not done that. I really want to do the synastry between me and this campus, but I don't know when. I gotta look into that, but I would love to see the synastry between me and Kean because it's like magic how my mind works when I'm here and I'm still singing, I'm still vlogging. Like, it's not neglecting the things that I love either. But yeah, y'all, this video is a little too long. Follow me in my journey if you want to support me with anything. I'm gonna leave all of that down below. I have Venmo, I have PayPal. Yeah, now I'm a starving college student, y'all, so help your girl out. It's like, no, and my Amazon gift list, it's a couple of things on there that I have to get for my classes. So if you can share your support, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions down below, make sure you comment, and I'll see you guys because I'm gonna be vlogging.